Today's topic of discussion is that how long the thread should be when you're stringing the mala. So you can see there is one mala around my neck and this is the length. If you see, the mala can be of different lengths. I have one mala over here which is approximately this length. It can always change depending the size of the beads. Then I have one more right over here which you will see completely different length. These are smaller beads. You see the difference? It finishes over here. And then it looks like the same size of the bead, but you see it's somewhere in between. 1, 2, and 3 longer. So they're all three different lengths. And depending on the size of the bead, you are going to choose the size of the thread. So one of the threads that I have already prepared is over here. From the knot over here, if I take the length, spreading my arms wide, you will see it's going from one side here, and then it's short, is almost to my right side to the left arm elbow. I believe this is shorter. This is not really what we want. This is the first one. Now the second option I will show you, from one end to other end of my hand, spreading out. This is the length we want, slightly bigger than this. So there is a slightly more length to it, this much more, and this is desirable. I will show you one more mala which is halfway done. It's quite long. I believe it's too long. It's under process. See the length. It's shoulder, arms running on my shoulder, so wide this much, and then it's again hanging down too much. It's again quite longer, quite long. If I put it around my neck, you will see it's hanging all the way up to top to bottom. When you have too long, it's not a problem. The only thing is that when it's too long, it can really become tangled up among itself, and then it's just not needed. So imagine if I have a bigger table like this and I'm stringing my mala on it, it just go around forever, like it's everywhere. It's not really difficult to manage. It's not needed. So let's see how we're gonna take the length. Spool, take one end, follow along with me, follow along, do it at the same time. You take the end and you spread your arms, open the spool, open the spool, open the spool, and this is how wide it should be. This much wide, and just a little bit more. Drop with the right hand this side, pull a little bit more, and then take this spool in right hand, the other hand. Look, it's shifting, and I'm pinching the thread and I'm making it double. We take it 4 times. Don't forget, 4 times. Now with the right hand spool, I'll just keep it on the table. You can throw it on the floor if you want. And I make it 2 times. Pulling the thread, pulling the thread, pulling the thread till the end meets. Now when the end meets on the right hand, I leave the left and I'm pulling and making it 3 times. Sometimes it can be difficult to understand this thing, but you do it a couple of times, you'll be fine. Now the one end meeting again, and then I make it 4 times. I turn, I'm pulling, and 4 times. 4 times. Pulling. It's happening. Now when the end meets, I'm going to take a scissor and we'll cut it. Now, when we cut it, one thing, just make sure that where the ends are not finishing, where they are still going around, you put your finger into it and make sure that they are even, like this, together. It will save you a lot of time. Later on you will realize why I say this, but it's even. And I make it that all throughout it's even, so that means it's all even this side. There are no wrinkles. I come at one of the end. Some people at this end, put a clip. They put paper clip, they put different type of clips so that the beads, when we put it from one side, from other side, they don't slip out. I recommend that, or normally what I practice, I just make a knot over here, what I call a slip knot. And we make a slip knot over here. And that way our bead will not come out. What is a slip knot? A slip knot is a knot that you pull from one side and it opens up. Easy. Now if you will see, our other end has 2 looped threads. What we're gonna do, so what you do over here is that you take a metal wire or some kind of thin wire and you put it through it, and then we put it our beads and we put our beads into the thread. And then now, so you can take any metal wire. That's a metal wire that we're going to take the copper cable out of it and make a needle like curved needle that through which our beads can go inside. And I'll show you the process, how it's done. That's it.